What's going on, guys? Welcome back to Civilization 5 Sweden. In the last part, we got a lot of technology, which is pretty cool. And we basically decided to go for the science victory. And that's really all that we've done. We made Neuschwanstein, which is a cool wonder. And people have been bullying each other, really. I mean, Austria used to have Klagenfurt, but that got taken by the Dutch. Poland was fighting them, and then the Ottomans got involved in some war, I believe. It was nuts. We also got research agreement with 4 players. Get the hell out of my face. So that was pretty cool as well, because I needed some of those for my my science victory. I'm gonna get a buttload of science in about 20 turns. So that'll be wonderful. And then also we are on our way to make the Hubble Space Telescope. Alright, refrigeration is done. We cannot steal from Austria. Research agreement, Brazil and Poland. Well, good for them, I guess. Let's go over here. Okay, and then we're going to grab the Hubble Space Telescope. We need that thing. And go. 2 turns. I was expecting 1. Are you joking me? How much do we need? 1250? I don't know how much is left. But let's just hope that we actually manage to grab it after the engineer, or it would be pretty big waste. The Netherlands have announced to Austria. Another thing that we got was, I want to say radar. Yep, radar, there you go. What was that? No, satellites. There we go, satellites. So we actually were able to see the entire map, and as it turns out, Austria has a buttload of land. Hey, you got it, man. Which I wasn't really expecting. I wasn't too certain about it. Arabia also has way more cities than I ever expected. And Poland's actually not that big. Persia's doing pretty okay. And Brazil is actually even smaller than I expected them to be. And they're about to get even smaller, so that's pretty cool. There you go, buddy. People are plotting against you. That's not nice. Alright, so let's get this telescope. And, yep, everybody hates the Dutch. Of course we do. Those dirty, cheese-eating, weed-smoking sons of bitches. They don't belong here. Let's get rid of them. Also, they have quite a bit of armies. Yep, everybody hates them. So, they have more soldiers than I do, and I'm slightly worried about it, especially with them taking... No. With them taking Klagenfurt, I'm a little worried that, you know, they're very close to Helsinki now. They used to be all the way down there, but they took these 2 cities, which were created by other people, and now they're actually pretty close to me, so I'm slightly worried. Alright, Hubble Space Telescope. Yeah, boy. We got that. Alright, Niels Bohr, go. Get me some technology. Alright, get that so I can make some nukes. Yeah, just keep going, man. I don't know why I clicked you. Losing grasp on Almaty. I don't think I care about them at all, so that's fine. Honestly, I don't care. We're about to get the Apollo program, which means that we can finally get spaceship parts. Do I want to be buddies with a weak-ass lame guy? No. I'm quite alright. I do realize, obviously, that I'll get more great people if I'm allies with him, but it's also quite dangerous, seeing as everybody wants to kick his ass, so... Basically, the Ottomans and the Dutch, you'll want to stay away from this game. Hey, what the heck, man? Geneva's my ally. You can't just go over there and dig stuff up. Manhattan Project. Alright, so obviously we will want the Manhattan Project as well, but spaceship parts are just vastly more important than that. I have 16 votes, which is pretty good. We could get some more. But first and foremost, I really wanted to upgrade some of my troops. Alright, upgrade for this fella. Yeah, let's go with open terrain. There you go. Alright, so we got some pretty okay defense set up. I'd say this side is looking a little bit more dangerous. I'm going to stay away from the Dutch borders, just in case. You know, you're never really quite sure what that guy's thinking. So I'll retreat a little bit. Just to prepare for the inevitable here. Actually, I have a general. I could use that guy to steal back the land that he took from me. That's a possibility, is all I'm saying. Okay, let's see. Sigtuna. What we want is a bigger army. Atomic bomb. Why don't we get that set up? When did I make the, I didn't make the Manhattan Project, so... Or did I? I may have actually had this city do it. No, that's not it either. So why would you need the Manhattan Project then? I don't... Maybe I did make it. It's just maybe somewhere else? Yeah, I'm not seeing it anywhere. It must be in the capital, surely. Manhattan Project, where are you? I don't get it. Because I should be able to make the Manhattan Project, I am pretty sure I never made it anywhere. Yeah, I don't know what the hell's happening, but apparently we don't need it. So, that's cool. Alright, buddy. Join your friends down there. Just to be on the safe side, we are not stealing land from the Ottomans. It's not really necessary, so I'm sending these guys over here as reinforcements. Hakoplita is not upgradable yet, so they're basically useless, but that should change next turn. Because I think I'll be able to upgrade them to an anti-tank gun. I just hope I'm right about that. Bunch of wars. I do have the extra salt, but I'll take gems this time. Brazil's at war with Poland, but apparently he wasn't able to quite take Sao Paulo. He made the SS Booster. Alright, that's one part done then. Hopefully we can still catch up. Perhaps we should ask Persia to fight the Arabs. Alright, some trade with Casimir's ended. Okay, Casimir. Let's get some trading to go in. Alright, so in about 2 turns we're gonna vote. Who has the most money? It's probably Austria. Hey, listen, so I want to vote for... I don't have a spy with them, I think. I do. Okay, so why am I not able to sell my vote to them? Wait, didn't it just show me the vote? Yeah, with this guy. See, that's pretty acceptable. It's not great stuff, but whatever. It's pretty much the same amount. See, I'm gonna vote yes anyway on the space station, but I just want to see if there's any good offers out there. Arabia? Arab. I just called him Arab. That's mean. Not him either. Alright, so why is it just Poland? Do I have any other... I don't have a spy in Poland, but I honestly don't understand why that would make a difference, having a spy, so... Yeah, I don't get it. Why can I sell my vote to them, but not the others? I mean, I'll do it. Sure, because I'm going to vote for that anyway. I'm just a little bit perplexed that I can't do that with anyone else. It's just them. So that's kind of strange. Nuclear plant. We have 4 uranium. This is a lot of production. I'm going to go ahead and grab that. Alright, you're good. Let's go there. Defend. See, upgrade for you. Upgrade for you. This is expensive stuff, man. My god. Alright, here you go. But artillery, you know, it definitely does need an upgrade from the normal artillery. I mean, that's for sure. There we go. Alright, so we got somewhat stronger armies now, but apparently we're still a very weak person. Which is really fun. Okay, research. Computers. I hate computers. Those things are for nerds. Recycling center. I would love... I mean, we're gonna have to go for particle physics and nanotechnology. Those are the only remaining necessary techs. So we can go for the long one, which is we need 5 technologies to get here, or the short one. It's only 3. I'm gonna start with the tough one, I think. Robert Lee, chill out, man. All right, you join your friends over here. I mean, that really is quite an improvement right there. It's more than doubles their power if you upgrade them. All right, Marie Curie. Give me your technology, please. 6647. This one should be pretty easy to convince. Alright, so what we'll probably do is after we upgrade our units and we're all set up and good to go, I will probably use my money. Oh god, he made the Manhattan Project. But I'm probably going to use my money to convince city-states to become my ally, because having allies is extremely valuable. And I should be able to become the host. Actually, well, that'll be toughy, but maybe I can become the host next time that the vote comes around, which would be very nice, obviously. I just want to make sure that I have as many votes as I can. And then also, befriending a city-state such as maybe, hello, ecology. City-states such as either Brussels or Melbourne could be pretty good for either happiness or extra culture, so that sounds pretty good. Alright, we can upgrade these guys to bazookas right now, which is a very cheap upgrade. Might as well just do that. There we go. Alright, Helsinki has grown. Terrible tile, don't work that. Go in the research lab and just do some stuff there. I'm gonna go ahead and grab the medical lab for food, seeing as they don't have a lot of food over in Helsinki. Alright, you're good. There you go. Alright, chill out. This machine gun can actually stay here, I think, for now. How about you? Can I upgrade you? You're basically useless. Anti-tank gun, there you go. That's exactly what I said earlier. I was just thinking that we should probably get a hospital instead of a medical lab, but we don't have the technology yet. Do we? Wait a minute. Are you telling me that I already made a hospital in here? Yes, I did. Look at that. Look at that. Usually, I don't do stuff like that, or at least in the past, I didn't really do that, so I'm slightly surprised that I remember to do it. 110 gold. Alright, let's just start with this one, though. This city is somewhat safe. Why the hell is there a pikeman in my territory, man? Get the heck out of there. You don't belong in my territory. Okay, there we go. Alright, I just want to make sure that if the Netherlands does decide to declare war on me, that I can give him a run for his money and basically blast him away. That is certainly the plan. Why the heck did I not start making a spaceship part? No. Honestly, spaceship parts way more important than a stupid nuclear plant. Especially the cockpit. You need a cockpit if you're gonna fly a spaceship, or you won't be able to tell where you're going. Not that it matters, because you're really only going into space, not really anywhere else, but still. Brazil. Yeah, they're doing okay. You're doing okay, but they're not gonna get me. I have way too much culture for that dumbass. I'm doing pretty much the best in terms of resisting his tourism. I didn't give him open borders. We don't have a trade route or a shared religion, so that's pretty good. All right. I just realized that bazookas are actually stronger than normal infantry. That's cool, because they have 70 strength and these guys have 85. So that's quite good. Until, of course, we get to mechanized infantry. Alright, let's speed up that merchant. Alright, so I have 16 votes, but only 12 remaining. I'm gonna go ahead and vote no on the arts funding, and Austria can suck it, because the International Space Station will get... Everybody's gonna vote yes for that thing anyway. And then I'll just have my cities work on that as hard as they can, because that will get us to the victory a lot sooner than ignoring it and making spaceship parts, I'm quite certain. And then, let's see, I can get another tier 2 tenant, which is pretty cool. Persia denounced Austria. I mean, who hasn't denounced Austria? They're a bunch of a-holes. Look how much land they have, and they took out a lot of Arabia, I think. Pretty sure these cities used to be Arabian, so... Nobody touched my friends. Alright, this one passed, that one failed, which is pretty much exactly as I predicted, and I did block this one all by myself, so... That's quite good. Dutch people stealing my tech. Alright. Atomic bomb in about 5. Alright, let's click next turn. Let's just get our Tenic here. I'm gonna get a pretty good one, I think. What are you doing, Dutch people? Why are you on my borders? Get the hell out of here. You know you don't belong here. We've been over this. See, I'm not sure if he's doing it because he's scared of me or because he wants to attack me, but either way, I'm not into that at all. Look at that. Some, prasinhas. I love that little icon they got. It's a cool-ass snake. Pretty sure that's a replacement for the Marine, who I never, ever use anyway. Alright, no longer friends with Melbourne or Mombasa. Hanoi is in awe of me because of science, so that's pretty cool. Let's see. That one, not that good. New cities, tourism, extra production per city, and extra production for every mine and quarry. That's probably the best I'm going to get from this one, because this one, don't really care about it anymore. I'm not going to win the tourism victory anyway. Am I? Let me just make sure before I do something stupid. No, I mean, that's not really going anywhere. Except for with the Ottomans. But look at that. I'm never going to catch up to Brazil ever, so might as well give up on that hope that I had. So that's useless. This one, useless. This one, not that good. Pretty bad, actually. Unless you have a lot of cities, which I don't. This one is actually pretty okay, but I'm fine with happiness, and the extra production will aid us in a lot of ways, so I'm gonna grab that one. It'll help us, you know, make spaceship parts faster. It's gonna help us get the international space station. Or is that already going on? Are you kidding me? It is. They always start doing that stuff, like... See, I wish they told me a bit sooner. Let's see if this works. I'm just gonna cheat my way into this one. Leave me alone. I'm going to start working on the International Space Station. During other people's turns, because they cheated. They started without me. So weird that this somehow works. That's always a bit weird with Civ, that you can actually sometimes still do some things, even though... Here, look at that. I got some production, even though I totally cheated my way through that one. I don't know how that worked, but it was worth a shot, and it worked out, so I'm pretty happy about that one. More money, yep. Growth, I don't really care that much about the growth anymore. I mostly just want money for unit upgrades and bribing city-states, obviously, so let's go ahead and get somewhere with this. Alright, so free great scientist, that one's pretty great, but I'd love to get the gold trophy. That would be so good. Let's just start with upgrading these guys. They're basically useless right now. And they're quite expensive to upgrade anyway, so... Alright. This guy also most definitely needs an upgrade, so we gotta save a lot more money for this. Alright. Nope. It's also pretty surprising, though, if you've only seen one spaceship part. Oh god, they're all asking me to kill William. But I've changed my mind, you know? Literally everybody wants to kill William at this point. This could be very fun. I would love to see that bastard die. Oh my god. A lot of people are working on this thing. A lot of people want the International Space Station. Hanoi wants Islam. Oh, you're not gonna get it because it belongs to me, okay? That's my religion. You don't get to touch it. 424. God, it's pretty tough to get a good score with this. Alright, oh actually this was the cheap upgrade, so I might as well grab that. And then 210. Oh man, I need about 30 more. Alright. Hakkapeliitta is definitely next, because that thing is useless right now, and it does have some pretty good upgrades. Which will carry over as soon as we upgrade it, so... No. He desperately wants to win the cultural victory, but he will not. I'll make sure of that. That guy's not gonna win. It's just not happening. And I'm pretty sure that I'm one of the people that is stopping him from winning that way. So that's good. 53%? Oh my god, I'm never gonna win this one. That's a lot of production being thrown around. 636. Alright, as long as we get the free great scientist, then I'll be happy. Which we will. We'll get there. Alright, we have some decent upgrades. Like I said, the Hacapolita definitely needs to be next. It's way too weak, and right now it's a lot more effective. So that's good. I also have a lot of faith saved up, so we should probably get a scientist with that faith. We are getting closer and closer to the technology that we want, which is great. 67%, so that's about 3%. Alright, 1%, so it's probably Austria that's really trying here. I'm not going to give up, though. Usually, I'll either start way too late, or I'll give up as soon as I reach silver, and then it turns out that if I'd focused on it completely, I would have been able to win. 850, that's exactly enough. Okay, Ottomans stole my shit. Stockholm is starving. Why, though? Yeah, I don't really have any means of getting more food. It's all like one food tiles, which is terrible, by the way. Alright, let's avoid growth because I'm... Sigtuna grew. Alright, work that tile, get your food. And eat it. And let's see, is there any tiles I'm working that... This one doesn't get... Well, that's academies. I'm not giving up on those. Get the heck out of here.